Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's regional quarterfinal matchup between the Fayetteville Lions and your D'Hanis Cowboys. Live here on D'Hanis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube this evening. And we will be introducing both teams. Actually, they're going to get introduced right now. Fayetteville Lions are the designated visiting team. The D'Hanis Cowboys are the home team tonight. And we're going to listen in as they introduce both teams.
Leading off, your pitcher, number 7, Jake Sly. Third baseman, number 2, Caden Casper. First baseman and batting third, number 33, Cole Schmidt. Shortstop, number 23, Dylan Henneke. Behind the plate, number 14, Slade Cheka. Second baseman, number 13, Jacob Ruthie. Playing left field, number 4, Jason Halfman. Center fielder, number 1, Mason Fithouse. Your lead, number 9, Enoch Lopeman. And main right field tonight, number 10, Luke Becerra. Your reserves for the Lions, number 1, Mason Fithouse. Number 2, Katie Casper. Number 3, Malachi Beckel. Number 4, Jason Hoffman.
Once again, introducing the starting lineup for the Fayetteville Lions. Leading off and pitching is number 7, Jack Schley. Number 2, Camden Caspar. Number 33, Cole Schmidt. Number 23, Dylan Henneke. Number 14, Slade Ketchka. Number 13, Jacob Mosley. Number 4, Jason Halfman. Number 1, Mason Fenhouse. Number 9, Enoch Loafman. And number 10, Luke Becerra. Under head coach Clint Yeager and assistant Mark Sodick. And now your D'Hanis Cowboys under head coach Todd Kraft, assistant Coach King. Leading off, playing second base is Josiah Rodriguez. Batting second, Conley Patton. And playing left field is Aiden Enriquez. Batting third is pitching, number 17, Easton King. Batting fourth, third base, Joe Ruiz. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 5, Case Braden. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 10, Ethan Moots. Batting seventh, shortstop, number 11, Evan Kraft. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 35, Sutton King. And batting ninth in right field, number 32, Robbie Tapia.
Playing first baseman, number 5, Case Braden. Center fielder, number 10, Ethan Moose. Shortstop, number 11, Evan Kraft. Catcher, number 35, Sutton King. Right fielder, number 32, Robbie Tapia. Subs for the Cowboys, Karen Zachary, Lance Chapman, Alan Pollock, Cash Herman, and Isaac Sandoval. At this time, if you're able to please stand, gentlemen, and move your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, regional quarterfinal baseball playoff action live here from Kennedy, Texas. The Hennis Cowboys versus the Fayetteville Lions. The Hennis, the designated home team. Fayetteville, the visiting team. And the Cowboys take the field. Setting the defense for your Hennis Cowboys. Getting the start on the mound is number 17, Easton King. Behind the plate, number 35, Sutton King. On third base, number 1, Joe Ruiz. At shortstop, number 11, Evan Kraft. Second base, number 2, Josiah Rodriguez. Playing first base, number 5, Case Braden. And in the outfield from left to right, Aiden Enriquez, Ethan Moots, and Robbie Tapia. As we get set to begin this one-game series between the Fayetteville Lions and your Hennis Cowboys. Once again, live here from Kennedy, Texas. And leading the game off for the Fayetteville Lions is the pitcher, number 7, Jack Schley. First pitch coming up from Easton King is in the turf for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Schley. In there for a called strike. So 1-1 to count on Schley. Curveball in there for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch just missed inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Schley. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the third baseman, number 2, Camden Caspar. First pitch is hit to right field, and Robbie Tapia hustles over to make the catch for out number 2. As the ball was being carried by the wind towards the right field line, Tapia hustled and made the catch. So 2 outs, and up next is the first baseman, number 33, Cole Schmidt. First pitch, and just missed for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Schmidt. Caught the outside corner for strike one, so 1-1 the count. Curveball in there for strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Schmidt with 2 outs here in the top of the first. The pitch inside and high for ball 2. So 2-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the first. The pitch, curveball high, full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Schmidt. The pitch, swung and fouled out of play down the left field line. Count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs on the batter. Pitch, swing and miss for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Good start for the Cowboys defense. We'll be back for the bottom of the first. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting the start on the mound for the Fayetteville Lions is number 7, Jack Schley. Behind the plate is number 14, Slade Chechka. On third base, number 2, Camden Kaspar. At shortstop, number 23, Dylan Henneke. On second base, number 13, Jacob Musney. On first base, number 33, Cole Schmidt. And in the outfield from left to right, number 4, Jason Halfman. Number 1, Mason Fenhouse. And in right field, number 10, Luke Beceda. And leading off for the Cowboys is number 2, the second baseman, Josiah Rodriguez.
Leading off for the Cowboys, number 2, Josiah Rodriguez.
Once again, getting a start on the mound for the Lions, number 7, Jack Schley. First pitch is in there for strike 1. In there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Balls dropped by the catcher. Rodriguez making his way towards first. Fired over the first, over the head of the first baseman. But he made a great catch. And Rodriguez will be safe at first on the strikeout. But the ball got by the catcher. And Rodriguez beat out the throw. And up next is a designated hitter, number 22, 2, Conley Patton. So Rodriguez on first with a big size lead. Pickoff attempt, and he is safe underneath the tag. First pitch in there for strike one. One strike on Patton. Rodriguez on first. The pitch from Sly. Swing and a miss for strike two. No balls and 2 strikes on Patton. Josiah Rodriguez on first for the Cowboys. Rodriguez stealing second. And it's a called strike 3, and Rodriguez steals second. And out number 1 as Sly records the strikeout on Patton. And up next is the pitcher, number 17, Easton King, with Rodriguez now on second.
Number 17, Easton King.
First pitch, curveball in there for strike 1. On the swing and a miss by King. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on King. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next, the third baseman, number 1, Joe Ruiz. First pitch to Ruiz. In there for strike 1. And nice hard hit ball to third as he fires it over to first. Bounce on the hop, and he caught it. Nice stop by Schmidt for out number 3. As we head to the top of the second, scoreless. Cowboys leave a runner stranded. You're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live from Kennedy, Texas. Regional quarterfinal baseball playoff matchup between the Fayetteville Lions and your D'Hanis Cowboys. As we begin the top of the second. Once again, on the mound for your Cowboys, number 17, Easton King, Sutton King behind the plate. Ruiz, Kraft, Rodriguez, and Brading in the infield. And the outfield from left to right, Enriquez, Moots, and Tapia. And leading the inning off for the Lions is the shortstop, number 23, Dylan Henneke. First pitch from King, high for ball 1. Low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Henneke. pitch low for ball 3. So 3-0 the count on the batter. In there for strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Henneke. High for ball 4. So Henneke would draw the walk, take his base at first. And up next is the catcher, number 14, Slade Chechka. First pitch, just a bit high for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Cheka, with Henneke on first. The pitch in there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cheka. Pickoff attempt, and he's going to be safe. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter. The pitch, runners going. King fires it over to second, not in time. And Henneke will be safe on second. On the pitch, it was a ball, so 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. The pitch from King, swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch, high and inside, full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. With Henneke on second for the Lions. Fouled back, count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Cheka. Ball 4. So runners now on first and second. And up next is the second baseman, number 13, Jacob Musney. First pitch, high and inside for ball 1. One ball and no strikes on Musney. In there for strike 1, so 1-1 the count. The pitch, Musney swings and pops it up, and it's going to drop foul near the Lion dugout. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Musney, with runners on first and second for the Lions. The pitch from King, curveball high for ball 2. 2-2 the count. The pitch low and inside for ball 3, full count. Full count on Musney with Henneke and Cheka on the bases. The pitch inside for ball 4 is going to load with the bases for the Lions. And up next is the left fielder, number 4, Jason Halfman. And head coach Todd Kraft's going to go out and speak to his infield. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here live tonight on D'Hanis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube. Live here from Kennedy, Texas, regional quarterfinal baseball playoff action. D'Hanis Cowboys versus the Fayetteville Lions. Once again, bases loaded for the Lions with Henneke in third, Cheka on second, Musney on first. And once again, coming up to the plate is number 4, the left fielder, Jason Halfman. And on the mound for your Cowboys, number 17, Easton King, Sutton King behind the plate, Ruiz, Kraft, Rodriguez, and Braden in the infield. In the outfield from left to right, Enriquez, Moots, and Tapia.
Now batting number 4, Jason Halfman.
First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Halfman. The pitch low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch in there for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Halfman. The pitch from King. Halfman hits it. Fielded by Kraft to Rodriguez at second. Try to turn up the double play, and they do for 2 outs. And a run will come in and score. But the double play turned up the middle by Kraft to Rodriguez to Braden for 2 outs. And up next is the center fielder, number 1, Mason Fenhouse. First pitch is high for ball 1. One ball and no strikes on the batter with Cheka on third. The pitch swung and fouled back. Brings the count to 1-1. High and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch just missed outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on the batter. High and outside for ball 4, so runners on first and third for the Lions. And up next is the designated hitter, number 9, Enoch Loafman. First pitch to Loafman. Low and in the turf for ball one. The runner's going to advance from first to second on the pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. The pitch high for ball two. Outside for ball three. So 3 balls and no strikes on Loafman. Ball four. He's going to load up the bases once again for the Lions. Now we're back to the top of the lineup with the pitcher, number 7, Jack Schley. Once again with bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the second. First pitch to Schley. Curveball in there for strike one. Curveball hit up the middle, fielded by King, and he's going to toss it over to Braden for out number 3 as the Cowboys get out of that jam. And the Lions leave 3 runners stranded, but bring 1 run across and lead 1-0. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again on the mound for the Lions, number 7, Jack Schley. Behind the plate, Slade Cheka. On third base, Camden Kaspar. Shortstop, Dylan Henneke. Second base, Jacob Musney. First base, Cole Schmidt. The outfield from left to right, Jason Halfman, Mason Fenhouse, and Luke Becerra. And leading the inning off for the Cowboys will be number 5, Case Braden, followed by Ethan Moots and Evan Kraft. As we begin the bottom of the second here live from Kennedy, Texas. On a beautiful, breezy night. So once again, leading the inning off for the Cowboys will be the first baseman, number 5, Case Braden. First pitch from Schley is hit to second base and over the head of Musney. And Braden leads the inning off with the single to right. Nice hard hit just over the head of the second baseman. And up next is the center fielder, number 10, Ethan Moots. Braden with the lead on first. First pitch. Got the outside corner for strike one. One strike on Moots. Swing and a miss for strike two. So no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and Braden makes his way to second, and he is thrown out by Slade Cheka for a strikeout, throw out. So 2 outs, and up next is the shortstop, number 11, Evan Kraft. First pitch, low for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1-1 to count on Kraft. The wind up in the pitch. Just missed outside for ball 2. The pitch high for ball 3. So 3-1 to count on Kraft. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. The count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the shortstop, Evan Kraft. The pitch from Schley, low for ball 4, so Kraft will draw the walk and take his base on first. And up next is the catcher, number 35, Sutton King. So Kraft on first, Sutton King at the plate. 2 outs. Pick off attempt, Kraft back in time. First pitch, outside and low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on King. Pickoff attempt, and ball's dropped by Schmidt at first. Kraft is safe. So 1 ball and no strikes on King at the plate. The pitch, high and outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch, King swings and fouls that one out of play. Brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike with Kraft on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Lions lead the Cowboys 1-0. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So deuces across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. King swings and pops it up, and that ball will make its way out of play. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. King sends it to center field, and it's going to drop in front of the center fielder. Kraft making his way towards third, and King will stretch it out and try to steal second, but he is thrown out on second. And head coach Todd Kraft arguing the call on second. As they continue to have the conversation, the Cowboys will take the field. So that'll be out number 3 as we head to the top of the third. Fayetteville leads the Hennis 1-0. Once again on the mound for your Cowboys, number 17, Easton King. Sutton King behind the plate. Joe Ruiz on third base. Evan Kraft on shortstop. Second base, Josiah Rodriguez. First base, Case Braden. And in the outfield from left to right, Aiden Enriquez, Ethan Moots, and Robbie Tapia. As we begin the top of the third here from Kennedy, Texas. Regional quarterfinal baseball playoff matchup between the Fayetteville Lions and your D'Hanis Cowboys. And leading off for the Lions will be the third baseman, number 2, Camden Kaspar. First pitch coming up from King. Breaking ball. Low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on the batter. A pitch, low and outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count on Kaspar. Curveball in there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. Pitch is high for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Ball 4. So Kaspar will take his base on first, and up next is the first baseman, number 33, Cole Schmidt. Kaspar with the lead on first. First pitch, King fires it over to second, not in time, over the head of Kraft. And the stolen base by Kaspar. So 1 ball and no strikes. Actually, they're going to say 1 strike on Schmidt. The pitch, curveball, just missed outside for ball 1. So 1-1 to count on Schmidt. The pitch inside and low for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch, curveball in there for strike 2. So 2-2 the count on the batter. The 2-2 pitch, curveball in there for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the shortstop, number 23, Dylan Henneke. First pitch, just a bit high for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Henneke. The pitch high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. High for ball 3. So 3-0 the count on the batter with the runner on second for the Lions. Ball 4, so runners now on first and second for the Lions. And up next is the catcher, number 14, Slade Cheka. First pitch, and Cheka will get hit by the pitch and load up the bases. And up next will be the second baseman, number 13, Jacob Musney. First pitch just outside for ball 1. Lions with the bases loaded. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Musney at the plate. The pitch from King. Musney swings and fouls it out of play. He brings the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch in there for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Musney. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next is the left fielder, number 4, Jason Halfman. With the bases loaded for the Lions. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Halfman at the plate. The pitch, curveball, swing and miss for strike one. The pitch, curveball in there for strike two. So no balls and 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch from King. Curveball, swing and miss for strike 3. As the Cowboys once again get out of the jam. As the Lions had bases loaded. They left 3 runners stranded and bring no runs across. Fayetteville holding on to a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Remaining on the mound for the Lions, number 7, Jack Schley. Behind the plate, Slade Cheka. Third base, Camden Caspar. Shortstop, Dylan Henneke. Second base, Jacob Musney. First base, Cole Schmidt. In the outfield from left to right, Jason Halfman, Mason Fenhouse, and Luke Beceda. And leading the inning off for the Cowboys will be the right fielder, number 32, Ravi Tapia. First pitch to Tapia is in there for strike 1. The pitch outside for ball 1. So 1-1 the count on Tapia. Sweet a miss for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tapia. The pitch, Tapia swings and fouls it down the first base side. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. High for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tapia. Low. Oh, they called it a strike 3 and out number 1. And now head coach Todd Kraft will argue. Coach Kraft arguing that the ball hit the turf. So 1 out, and now we're back to the top of the lineup with the second baseman, number 2, Josiah Rodriguez. First pitch to Rodriguez, high and inside for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1-1 to count on Rodriguez. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next is the designated hitter, number 22, Conley Patton. First pitch is ball 1. Inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Patton. Patton swings and sends it down the left field line. It's going to hit just foul outside the left field line. So the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike on Patton. In there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Number 22, Conley Patton. The pitch, high and outside, full count. Patton swings and fouls it out of play. Count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch swung and fouled back into the fence. Full count on Patton. And it's going to be outside for ball 4. So Patton will draw the walk and take first. And up next is the pitcher, number 17, Easton King. So Easton King at the plate. Patton on first with 2 outs. King hits it, finds a gap. And the ball makes its way into left field for a single to left. And up next is the third baseman, number 1, Joe Ruiz, with runners on first and second, with Patton on second. And now courtesy running for King on first will be number 12, Cannon Zachary. With 2 outs, runners on first and second, Joe Ruiz at the plate. First pitch in there for strike one. Ruiz swings and fouls that one out of play. Makes the count, no balls and 2 strikes. On Ruiz with runners on first and second. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. As we head to the top of the fourth, Cowboys leave 2 runners stranded. Fayetteville leads 1-0. You're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Once again, remaining on the mound for the Cowboys, Easton King behind the plate, Sutton King, third base, Joe Ruiz, shortstop, Evan Kraft, second base, Josiah Rodriguez, first base, Case Braden, and the outfield from left to right, Aiden Enriquez, Ethan Moots, and Robbie Tapia. And leading the inning off for the Lions will be the center fielder, number 1, Mason Fenhouse. First pitch from King. Swing and miss for strike 1. And King will call time to go speak to his older brother. So no balls and 1 strike on Fenhouse. Pitch in there for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on the batter. Breaking ball inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch low for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, curveball, just missed high for ball 3. Full count on Fenhouse. Buys ground ball, hit the second base, fielded by Rodriguez. Fires over to first to Braden for out number 1, just in time. And up next is the designated hitter, number 5, Enoch Loafman. First pitch in there. First strike, one. So one strike on Loafman. Ball low on the turf for ball one. So 1-1 to count on the batter. Curveball in there for strike two. So 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Loafman at the plate. A pitch from King. Just missed outside just a little bit, umpire says. Brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. And he's going to get tagged out for out number 2. And now we're back to the top of the lineup for the Lions. The pitcher, number 7, Jack Schley, at the plate. The pitch in there for strike one. Sly swings and pops it up, fouls it out of play. Brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from King, fouled off the foot of Schley. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Nice ground ball to first, fielded by Braden. He's going to step on the base for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Lions lead the Cowboys 1-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fayetteville Lions lead your D'Hanis Cowboys here in the bottom of the fourth, 1-0. And leading the inning off for the Cowboys will be the first baseman, number 5, Case Braden, with Jack Schley remaining on the mound for the Lions as we begin the bottom of the fourth.
For the Cowboys,
First pitch
Case Brady.
outside for ball one. Swing and a miss for strike one. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Braden. Outside and low for ball two. 2-1 to count. Braden swings and hits that ball into the Lion dugout. Brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Braden. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back once again. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Braden. Ball hit. Chopped over to first base. Fielded by Schmidt. And he's going to take it himself for out number 1. And up next is the center fielder, number 10, Ethan Moots.
Now batting for the Cowboys, number 10, Ethan Boots.
First pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. Just miss outside for ball one. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next is the shortstop, number 11, Evan Kraft. First pitch, swing and miss for strike 1. In there for strike 2. Ball gets by the catcher. Brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kraft. Swing and miss for strike 3 as we head to the top of the 5th. Fayetteville leads the Cowboys 1-0. And for those asking at home, how many pitches? Jack Schley, as we head to the top of the 5th with 64 pitches. And Easton King has 82 pitches. As we get set for the top of the 5th, you're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Easton King on the mound, Sutton King behind the plate, Joe Ruiz, Evan Kraft, Josiah Rodriguez, Case Braden in the infield. In the outfield from left to right, Aiden Enriquez, Ethan Moots, and Robbie Tapia in the outfield. And leading the inning off for the Lions will be the third baseman, number 2, Camden Kaspar. First pitch, chopped foul into the Cowboys dugout. 1 strike on Kaspar. Low and in the turf for ball 1, so 1-1 to count. Breaking ball inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swung and fouled out of play, brings the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kaspar. The pitch hit to Kraft. Kraft fields it, fires it over to first to Braden for out number 1. And up next is the first baseman, number 33, Cole Schmidt. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. 1 strike on the batter. Ball's hit, and Joe Ruiz with the good hustle. But the ball popped out of his glove. So Schmidt will be safe on first. And up next is the shortstop, number 23, Dylan Henneke. And King will step off the mound with Schmidt on first. Pickoff attempt. Schmidt is safe underneath the tag. King fires it over to second, and Schmidt will be safe on the steal. The pitch to Henneke. High for ball 1, so 1-1 to count. One ball and 1 strike. Runners going to third, swing and a miss. King fires it over to third, not in time. So Schmidt steals third with 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. The pitch, curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next is the catcher, number 14, Slade Cheka. First pitch, breaking ball in there for strike one. Swing and a miss for strike two. No balls and 2 strikes on Cheka. 2 outs, runner on third. The pitch from King, high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3. And the Lions leave a runner on third and still lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Regional quarterfinal baseball playoff action. Fayetteville Lions versus your Hennis Cowboys. Sly remains on the mound. Checker behind the plate. Casper on third base. Shortstop Henneke. Second base Musney. First base Schmidt. The outfield from left to right. Halfman, Finhouse, and Beceda. And leading the inning off for the Cowboys will be the catcher, number 35, Sutton King. First pitch to King. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on King. In there for strike 1. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Sutton King. King swings and fouls that one out of play. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung and fouled back into the fence as Sutton King continues the battle. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul tipped into the glove, but caught by the catcher for out number 1. And up next is the right fielder, number 32, Robbie Tapia.
Number 32, Robbie Tapia.
First pitch to Tapia is in there for strike 1. In there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on Tapia. Inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Tapia swings and fouls it out of play. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. In there for a called strike 3 and out number 2. Now we're back to the top of the lineup with the second baseman, number 2, Josiah Rodriguez. First pitch just missed for ball 1. Curveball in there for a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 to count. A pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Ball gets by the catcher for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rodriguez. And Rodriguez fouls it back into the fence. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, high and inside, full count. And Rodriguez fouls it into the fence. Count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Josiah Rodriguez. And Rodriguez will draw the walk. And up next is the designated hitter, number 22, Conley Patton. And pickoff attempt, and Rodriguez will be safe as the ball pops out of Schmidt's glove at first. First pitch, swing and a miss. Rodriguez making his way towards second, and he will steal second. He is safe. And one strike on Patton. Second pitch, swing and a miss for strike two. So no balls and two strikes on Patton with Rodriguez on second. Swing and a miss for strike three. As we head to the top of the sixth, Cowboys leave a runner stranded. Fayetteville leads 1-0. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. Leading the inning off for the Lions will be the second baseman, number 13, Jacob Musney. Easton King remains on the mound for the Cowboys.
Number 13, Jacob Brucey.
First pitch, Musney hits it, fielded by King, bobbled by King. He's going to fire it over to first to Braden. And they're going to say Braden tagged him out for out number one. And up next is the left fielder, number 4, Jason Halfman.
Now batting number 4, Jason Halfman.
First pitch is high for ball one. Swing and a miss for strike one. So 1-1 to count on Halfman. Pitch is high for ball two. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. miss for strike 2. And Halfman swings and pops it up, sends it to center field. It's going to drop. Good effort by Tapia, who hustled in from right and dropped in between center and right field. So Halfman is on first. And up next is the center fielder number 1, Mason Finhouse. Pitch in there for strike 1. In there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on Finhouse. The pitch fouled back into the fence. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on the batter with 1 out and Halfman on first. Breaking ball inside for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next is the designated hitter, number 9, Enoch Loafman.
Number 9, Enoch Loafman.
Loafman squares around, pulls back, pitches high for ball 1. Breaking ball in there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count on Loafman. The pitch swung on and fouled back out of play. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch swung and fouled back. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Loafman. The pitch from King. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Lions lead the Cowboys 1-0. And leading the inning off for your Cowboys will be the pitcher, number 17, Easton King.
Leading off this inning for the Cowboys, number 17, Easton King.
First pitch just missed outside for ball one. So 1 ball and no strikes on King.
I only got one.
Pitch is in there for strike 1, so 1-1 to count.
Even count at 1-1.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the third baseman, number 1, Joe Ruiz. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Ruiz. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Outside for ball 2, so 2-2 the count on Ruiz. And Ruiz hangs in there and fouls it back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. And Ruiz hits a shot fielded by the second baseman, Musni. And he fires it over to first for out number 2. And up next is the first baseman, number 5, Case Braden. First pitch is in there for strike 1. And Braden hits it, fielded by Schmidt. Oh, actually under the glove of Schmidt. And the ball makes its way into right field. And it's going to be a single for Case Braden. And up next is the center fielder, number 10, Ethan Moots.
Nice, easy level swing. Don't you kill it. Nice and easy. Get the bat out. Choke up on it if you need to. Choke up a little bit.
Now batting number 10, Ethan Boots.
And Braden will make his way towards second on the pickoff attempt. Braden heading to third. And he will be safe underneath the tag. Pickoff attempt from Schley went over the head of the first baseman. And Case Braden makes his way from first to third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And Ethan Moots at the plate with the tying run on third for the Cowboys. Pitch is outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Moots. In there for strike 1. So 1-1 to count.
Take a breath. Hey, recuperate right here. Hit it off.
Swing and a miss for strike 2.
You got it, you. Let's go. You got this. You got this. Confidence. You can do it.
Pitch is just a bit high for ball 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Case Braden on third. Ethan Moots at the plate.
Wait till they make a back call on bases for you.
The pitch. Swing and miss for strike 3. And the Cowboys leave a runner stranded. Fayetteville leads 1-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. Some defensive changes for the Cowboys, moving from the pitchers mound to right field is Easton King. Now in center field, moving from left to center is Aiden Enriquez. Moving from right to left field is Robbie Tapia. And in the infield, at third base, Joe Ruiz, shortstop, Evan Kraft, second base, Josiah Rodriguez, first base, Case Braden, behind the plate, Sutton King. And now on the mound for the Cowboys, number 10, Ethan Moots. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here live on the Hennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight. Regional quarterfinal matchup between the Fayetteville Lions and your Hennis Cowboys. Live from Kennedy, Texas. Fayetteville scored 1 run in the top of the 2nd, and they've held on to the lead as we set to begin the top of the 7th. With Ethan Moots now on the mound for the Cowboys. And leading the inning off for the Lions will be the pitcher, number 7, Jack Schley.
Leading off for the Lions, number 7, Jack Schley.
First pitch from Moots is low for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on the batter. Pitch is on the turf for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Schley. And it's inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. The pitch in there for strike one. Three and one the count. The pitch, nice hit down the right field line. Schley making his way towards second, fielded by King in right field. Cut off by Rodriguez, fires it over the head of second base. Ball makes its way into left field. Schley getting sent home. And Tapia will fire it into third. So Schley is standing on third on a nice hard hit down the right field line. And on the overthrow from Rodriguez to second base, the ball made its way into left field. And Tapia was there to fire it into third, but not on time as Jack Schley is standing on third for the Lions. And up next is the second baseman, number 2, Camden Kaspar. First pitch, just missed outside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Runner on third. Nice hard hit to left field by Kaspar, and Schley will come in and score. And up next is the first baseman, number 33, Cole Schmidt. Bunt attempt, bunted by Moots. Fires over to first. He got him out in time for out number 1. But on the bunt attempt, Kaspar advances to second. And up next is the shortstop, number 23, Dylan Henneke. First pitch, low and outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Runner on second. Pitch is low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch from Moots on the turf for ball 3. In there for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on the batter. In there for strike 2, full count. The pitch from Moots. In there for a call, strike 3 at out number 2. And up next is the catcher, number 14, Slade Cheka. Runners going to third, swing and a miss for strike 1. And Kaspar is on third for the Lions. The pitch outside for ball one. So 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss for strike two. The pitch for Moots. Low and inside for ball two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs on Cheka. The 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside, full count. The pitch just missed for ball 4. So runners on first and third for the Lions. And up next is the second baseman, number 13, Jacob Busney. And Coach Kraft will go out and speak to his infield. Top of the 7th, 2 outs with runners on first and third for the Lions. Lions have scored 1 run in the bottom of the 2nd and have added 1 run here. Excuse me, they scored 1 run at the top of the 2nd and have added 1 run here in the top of the 7th with runners on first and third. And up next is the second baseman, number 13, Jacob Busney.
Number 13, Jacob. Look
at it.
Fires it home, and they're going to tag him out. As the Lions' first base runner was trying to bait Moots to throw it over to first. Moots turned around and caught the runners trying to steal home. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, Lions now lead 2-0. Remaining on the mound for the Lions is number 7, Jack Schley. Behind the plate, Slade Cheka. And leading the inning off for the Cowboys is the shortstop, number 11, Evan Kraft. Kraft squares around. Bunt attempt, pulls back for strike one. Kraft swings and fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the catcher, number 35, Sutton King. King shows bunt, pulls back, got the outside corner for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. King swings and fouls it back. Makes the count, no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch out the outside corner for strike 3 and out number 2. And up next, the left fielder, number 32, Robbie Tapia. And we're going to have a pitching change for the Lions now. Moving from shortstop to the pitcher's mound will be number 23, Dylan Henneke. As he warms up. Now on the mound for the Lions is number 23, Dylan Henneke. And up to bat for the Cowboys with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th is the left fielder number 32, Robbie Tapia. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, once again, Robbie Tapia at the plate for the Cowboys. First pitch coming up from Henneke is in there for strike 1. In there for strike 2, so no balls and 2 strikes on Tapia. The pitch low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, swung and a miss for strike 3, and fires it over to first to complete the out. And that will be the ball game with the Fayetteville Lions defeating your D'Hanis Cowboys 2-0. I'd like to congratulate the Fayetteville Lions on advancing to the next round. And congratulations to your D'Hanis Cowboys on an outstanding season for a very young D'Hanis Cowboy baseball team. So till next time, good night and God bless.